Well, as you know, it is the busiest travel time of the year. This is a live look at 77 south of Clanton Road. By this afternoon, the roads will be packed. Looking okay right now, but later today it might be a different story. Yeah, I think they said like 5 o'clock is the worst time to be on the road by this afternoon. So leave now if you can. Yeah. So if you're hitting the road this Thanksgiving holiday, Attorney Clair Campbell joins us with answers to some of the most commonly asked questions about travel. Claire, happy Thanksgiving to you.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Great to see you. Of course, when we travel, we hope bad things won't happen. We don't expect bad things to happen. Unfortunately, we know that sometimes they do.
Well, 85 is very busy, and obviously from the newsreels and what we're expecting, I'm going to be on 85 today. My mom called last night and she says they're putting planes in the air to catch speeders, so I'm thinking 80 is not a good speed for me today.
That's right.
But anyway, what happens, whether you're going 80 or even slower, there's always going to be somebody else not paying attention on a cell phone. You're going to have a wreck if you're not careful and cautious. And so particularly with holidays, everybody's in a hurry to get to wherever they're going. A fair amount of time. There's never enough time. So travel is dangerous any time during a holiday. Accidents are going to take place. 85 is probably one of the worst culprits. Normal fender benders on 77 during workday traffic. But now, if you're out there and you're coming into Charlotte, say you've got relatives that are on the road from Texas or Virginia, and they have a wreck in North Carolina, are they covered in our state by their own insurance on their car? The answer is yes. When you travel in a state, your car insurance comes with you, but all of a sudden your car insurance takes on the role of the minimum limits in that state. So for instance, South Carolina, their maximum or their minimum coverage is $25,000. To drive legally in North Carolina, you have to have $30,000. If a South Carolinian comes north of the border in North Carolina, they will all of a sudden be protected up to that legal limit of $30,000. So their insurance company kind of takes the hit on that extra $5,000. Same thing if we go south, we're not stuck with the 25 limit. We get whatever benefit we've purchased with our insurance here in North Carolina.
Well, say you go over the state line and the worst thing happens, you wind up in a wreck and you want to use an attorney. Do you need one from that state or can you get one from the home state?
We represent a lot of people that are from out of state that get into car accidents here. So years ago I had a family from Florida that had been in West Virginia coming back through Charlotte on their way back to Florida in their car and had a big crash again on 85. And they stayed in the hospital here. They're calling, lawyers trying to figure out what to do. They end up hiring our firm and worried about medical bills. We were able to handle that case start to finish. We ended up filing a lawsuit, but we were able to conjoin with a lawyer down there just to get the suit filed. After that, we can do all of the work here. So you don't have to do some shopping in the venue where you end up having the car wreck if you're not familiar with anybody. Hire a lawyer in Charlotte, hopefully us, and ultimately we can make all of that happen.
Okay, very good. How do state laws differ when it comes to injuries?
Well, again, Florida has a threshold. So if it had happened in Florida, you have to have permanency. North Carolina doesn't require permanency yet in order to make a recovery. You can recover for your medical bills even if you're not permanently damaged. New York has the threshold too. So every state is going to be very specific with regard to where you can recover. Georgia's another one. You have to have some permanency in order to recover there. So there can be people that have a strain to their neck. It may recover within a couple of months with appropriate care. No permanent problems. You're able to resume your day without restriction. You may not be able to get a recovery in Georgia, Florida, or New York for anything other than medical bills.
Right. Yeah, I travel once in a while, and I usually do not take on a rental car the insurance. Good idea, bad idea? Are you covered?
Your own insurance should cover you if you have the standard comprehensive collision, whatnot. And typically you're not going to be able to get in a rental car unless you have collision coverage. But the insurance company will love to sell you that extra coverage. I recommend not buying it unless you've double-checked your policy and be sure you're not covered. But at the same time, you're paying extra money that you shouldn't have to pay. You may end up writing that check for your deductible when you turn the car in if it's been wrecked, but you'll get that back through your own insurance company.
Clair Campbell. Yes, Campbell & Associates has offices in Charlotte, Gastonia, Hickory, and Rock Hill. Call them for a free consultation. The number 704-333-0885. Again, 704-333-0885. You can also visit injuryhelp.org, injuryhelp.org. Clair Campbell, happy Thanksgiving to you.
Safe holiday to both of you.
Thank you.